welcome to another episode of the Uniben Alumni series. As you know, this is a show where we have conversations with alumni of the University of Benin, men and women that are shaping the society with the skills, with the knowledge they acquired from the University of Benin. And on today's episode, we have an entertainer with us today. He's called Kelvin Osamudiamwen Idoboiwa, but most of you know him as Kelbenky. Thank you very much, Kelbenky, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
Before we go straight, I would like to inform our viewers that Kelbenky holds a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting from the Faculty of Management Sciences, University of Benin. Let's start off, Kelbenky. You studied accounting at our own University of Benin. What informed this decision for you to study accounting? What was the driving force for you to study accounting?
That's a very funny story because okay, all right. From secondary school, because me, I'm a Uniben child, but maybe we might get to that later. From secondary school, okay. When getting to SS2, SS3, my mom wanted me to study medicine.
Okay.
But that was the dream of a lot of parents then. Everybody wanted me make it became a doctor or engineer. But my mom do that. My mom wanted that doctor. My mom wanted medicine. So, but personally, I wanted to play football.
Oh,
first of all, school no be that school first. No way, because I already belonged to a football club, Rockers Football Club in Benin. People that grew up in Benin will know Rockers. It's a very popular football club at Ogida Barracks. Where we should play state league and all of that. So I already wanted to play football. Then she said medicine, for them to study medicine. Okay. When getting to the time to decide whether you want to study, whether you want to be in science class or social science class or art class, so I said, okay, do it this now. Let me just, to be on the safe side, let me be in science class, but I also do social science subjects. So I did more than the normal, more than the minimum subjects required. Okay, so I did everything. So when getting to when it was time to fill the jam form, that's like the moment of truth. You will not decide. Which side where do you want to belong in life? Do you want to serve God or Mammon? So after that time, I had a deep thought. I was like, because I already did a research, and medicine takes like 7 years. 6 years. About 4% credit don't old. When I want to please Bob Baba. I said, okay, no. Since you wanted a professional course, I did my research and I found out, okay, accounting is there. It's 4 years and it's also a professional course, and I had the requirements you get. So that's how I got into accounting. Not like those one dream from when I was small. I never had a dream that one day.
So your dream was still to play football. So the medicine, you didn't really buy into the medicine just because of the number of years you spent in school. Was that just the reason?
Exactly. That was the reason. And okay, there was another reason. There's another reason. I should I say it's a phobia now? I do not like blood. Like I can't stand blood.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way you're going to be a medical doctor and not have to deal with blood, except you are not serious about it. You understand? So that was like a second underlying factor. Like I can't stand. Like I know they feel blood. They get you the doing for body. I can't stand it at all. So that was like another concrete reason for me to go that path.
Okay. You said you wanted to become a footballer. You had a dream to play professional football, and you studied accounting just because you just wanted a 4 years course, get into the university.
That's also a professional course. Since you wanted a professional.
Oh, appease to your mother's.
To appease the gods.
Yeah. Okay. Then later on, you started doing comedy. You got into entertainment. So how did the entertainment come into play? How did comedy showbiz come into play? Because I know that during your school days, you were already into entertainment. You were doing it on a low, as we call it, low key at that time, up and coming. So how did entertainment come into this whole picture?
Okay, that's another interesting one, because while I was playing football, while I was in a football club, even in secondary school, in church, I was a leader of the drama group.
Okay.
Okay, so even at that time in my church, whenever they want to do act a drama in church, and they need a comic storyline, I was a go-to guy for it. Even before I became the leader, you understand? So even at SS2, SS3, at that point, I was already going to other churches. Other churches were already hiring me to come and give them comic storylines, to come and create comedy drama for them. So I'll go there, I'll act comedy drama. Sometimes I would even go alone and join their own church drama and be like the Ramsey Noah, also the Chasinoje of that drama group. So I was already going from church to church, doing comic drama and all of that, and it came naturally. The comedy was not, I didn't learn it per se. It was just there. There are times when I did not want to make the drama a comedy drama, it just ends up being a comedy drama. You understand? So even as at then, while I had the football dream, okay, I already had the comic side going for me, but then it wasn't really something like it wasn't really a profession. I was doing it for fun.
Okay.
I was doing it for fun, so I could host church events for fun. You get, so that's it. So later on, getting to university and all that, okay, can I actually do this and make some extra cheese.
So at
Normal
what point when you were in the university, did you think I could take this into the next level? At what point in university did you think of that?
Okay, I think when I was in 300 level.
Okay.
300 level, because first of all, when I was in school, I stayed in Hall 3, and those that went to Uniben, they know Hall 3, and I was one of the chairmen of the RO department. Sorry, yes, I admit. Yes, do your worst. Do your worst.
Many of the students then would not
you. Do your worst. I was an RO. You understand? So that's it. I already that also helped to shape me on the other side. You know, there's comedy, then there's a side of comedy called Yabis, and that's the Aro side. Aro na Yabi. You get to the point now. So that side also helped shape me. And so, but then again, 200 level, like, okay, about this thing, work. But because at that time, people were really calling me to just that time they give me what they like. As at that 200 level, doing people just call me and they just give me what they like. Like, wait, so if they can be giving what they like for this thing, it means they actually value this thing. I can actually now ask for something before I go. You understand? So that's how I just started gradually. Then I didn't want to make it too loud. Then I was just doing it on low, but it was as soon as I graduated from school, I like, okay,
yeah.
Don't show.
Yeah, I was coming to that because I wanted to ask,
let's get it.
When did you decide that this is going to be my main profession? And especially remembering that your mom actually wanted you to study professional. Relating to your mom, mom, medicine I did not do. Accounting that I did. Bless her, I don't go to follow that line. So when did
I tell you
decide that this is going to be my main profession? Jettisoning the accounting.
Okay. Even before I got into university, I already knew that there was no way I could work as an accountant. I'm not the office guy. I'm not the office kind of guy, you get. So then as for my mom isn't strict per se. She wasn't she's not that kind of person that say, oh, you must do this. She just wanted, it was a wish, it's what she wanted, okay. But as long as she also understood my own perspective, okay. Yeah, like she wasn't hell bent on me doing what she wants. Because she wants my happiness as well. You
Yeah.
get so as soon as I explained to her, even before getting into university, she was cool with it. She was like, okay, no problem. Uh, as long as you do okay, hey, you know, join bad gang, you know, do bad things, you they do legit. Well, fine with it.
Yeah.
You get, and then again, for the comedy aspect, she was already seeing all of those things because in church, most times when I come out and in church, I was already a church celebrity then. You get because of what I do in church of my drama side in church,
Yeah.
and that time my parents they could already see the entertainment side of me that okay this one sabi this thing and at that time they go greet them sometimes they must swear well now. They go greet them. Your pikin finish work. Your pikin don't find. You know the enter small small. So they don't know say e dey. So that's just it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Talking about Uniben again, what role
Yeah.
or the Uniben play in shaping or preparing you for the venture you're into today, entertainment? What specifically, what are the things you think Uniben helped in providing for you, informally, especially apart from your
Okay.
certificate, informally,
Okay. Now,
you for what you do today?
all right. You know, I already mentioned one part, which is you said informal. I already mentioned one part, which is the RO department.
Yes, yeah,
I had that in me, but the Uniben allowed me to, or three allowed me to express it more and freely with people of like minds. You get so it was fun. Then talking about Uniben shaping me or whatever, is it someone like me now? I suppose get the Uniben identity card for life because I'm a Uniben child. You already know that.
yeah, yeah,
I'm Mr. Uniben
yeah,
from
yeah.
primary school to secondary school to no man I not be saying one thing. They say we don't recognize my office for that. I don't try.
No,
So, but then again,
you're a proud ambassador of the institution.
full time, bro, full time. Uniben, I'm Uniben. Uniben is me. You get so, but yeah, Uniben helped me to explore that side of me better and discover. I made a lot of friends. Like most of the friends I have today, like the real G's, the one they call real G's. I met them in Uniben. I met them in Uniben. You understand? And while I was in Uniben, there's something about university. University is it's like a different world on its own. So when you are there, you are you are left by yourself to choose what you want to be. That there are people that went to Uniben that lost it while in Uniben. There are people that went to Uniben that discovered themselves and developed themselves more. And I think I fall into that category. Okay, so talking about my entertainment aspect, Uniben helped me to explore that more. Uniben helped me to develop that a whole lot, and uh, uh, m- most of the first friends I made in the entertainment industry were my Uniben people. There are people that are so graduated from Uniben. You understand? Until date, we still have that relationship. You understand?
Yeah.
And we've helped each other in one way or the other, and we'll still do more in
Yeah.
the future. So yeah, I think Uniben played a very, very huge role in my life. Actually, I can't even lie. I can't. I'm like I said, I am Mr. Uniben. So
Okay,
that's just it.
let's talk about the entertainment in Uniben.
All right.
Definitely, as an up and coming artist, as when you were in school, you
Yeah.
definitely had some moments that were not too nice. There will be the good ones, bad ones. We would like to know this moment. And let's start with the not too nice moment, because we all know what prevails in our three and or in our two car park, especially when you mount the podium and the students are not feeling you,
Yes.
are responsible.
Yes.
So did you get any of those treatments?
Okay, now let me say this. You are very correct when you say as an entertainer you have some off days. Okay,
Yeah.
there are some days that might not necessarily be your day, especially
When you're
in
coming
the
up.
department of entertainment where I belong, which is comedy.
Yeah.
Even the made ones, the big names you know in the industry, they have their days that you don't just feel it. Okay, but well, I say surprisingly now, for me, I never had any bad day on in Uniben. I've had some bad days, but not in Uniben.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand? Now, while I was in Uniben, maybe first of all, as a hoteli boy, you know, there's this love that we have for one another.
Mhm.
You understand? So when I go on stage, most they are really hailing me because
Yeah. Yeah.
most of the people in the crowd, they know. Before I even go that day, I don't clear my men say, "Oh, but I did perform today." Name out to normal, no,
Yeah.
because normally if you know they deliver
Your
your
own
solo unit,
support was always there.
now what for you, my man? You understand? So you normally if you're not doing well, you know, in a Hotuka Park or performing in the main auditorium, it's usually the hotel guys that start it. Before you know, while you're performing, somebody will just volunteer and go and buy a bag of pure water. They will distribute it. As you crack your unknown joke, you could just see one unknown water knock you for your head. You understand? But I didn't experience that. I didn't experience that at all. Probably because, like I said, I was in my constituency, and now my constituency people they run all those things, and
Love
they
that.
know me. You cannot now do any to your party member.
Uh, so, what was your
But
biggest moment? Your biggest, you think, benefit of
okay,
hindsight?
now
Back, said there was
okay.
this we did, and I think that was it. That was the biggest moment for me as a student.
Let's say this was I really a student, but I just graduated.
Okay.
It was when Akporo came to do a show in Benin. You know that time Akporo just started ring. He just won AY's open mic. Yes, and it was really big and it was the rave of the moment and all of that. So he came to do a show in Benin, and when he got to Benin, I found out who are the comedians that are good in Uniben or definitely for Uniben that can so I was recommended and some other of my colleagues get. So it was a big stage because he came with some other big names from Lagos as well. You know how it is now.
Yeah.
And that day the auditorium it was done in the main auditorium.
Mm.
The auditorium was packed. When you mean full, people were standing on top of people that were standing on top of people. Like and that day, okay, I don't want to mention names now because come on. People while we're in the backstage, come on, people don't collect blood. There's that the phrase you use when somebody's probably having a bad day or so you say the guy they collect blood.
Mm.
Baba don't or three boys who don't get joy. But don't when we're backstage, people some other comedians can you leave? Oh God, you be performing cracking joke. Like, oh God, who be this guy? You get better. This one different kind of words. You understand? People were collecting. So I don't really remember because that time, come like say, it was like the people that knew me in Hot 3, they're no longer there. And I didn't want to actually bank on Hot 3 connection
So you,
because
you
then
didn't have only
I'd already,
support this
I
time
was
around.
already, yeah, you get to the point now. But the good thing about it is that as at that time, there was this event that was being done in Benin. I think last Friday of every month by one of the big comedians, you know him. So and that event, I used to perform in that event almost every month, and the audience in that event, they are like they repeat the event. They come there every other time. So that kept me and some other of my guys on our toes. So we're really strong with jokes. We had the jokes already, so we knew that we should prepare each time we're going for that show. So coming back to the horror event, when I was hearing all those things, people were that the audience were being hostile to comedians. You understand? Because then they just wanted to see horror. The students just wanted to see horror. All of us we come, nothing concerned us. All they follow us, they laugh. The horror they find come. So hearing those things, you know, as a human being, you feel a bit tensed. Like, even if I want to mess up now for my own school, I'll go mess up. Lord, why? So it got to time for me to perform. I said, when I came out, nobody know me, nobody know my papa. Nobody. And luckily for me, I didn't even bank on that. So I started performing. If you have ever attended a show in Uniben, you should know this thing. When as a comedian and you get on stage on Uniben, you have the first 10 seconds to make them laugh or you lose them. So if your first 2 or 3 liners and they don't find it funny, there is nothing you are going to tell them again on that stage. So I came out, I dropped my first liner. They laughed. I dropped the second liner. They laughed. I dropped it all on. They laughed. I said, come on, I don't get all this one. So from there, it was just everything just went smoothly on that day. Like after the performance, I came to meet me like, Baba, what you use? I said, no, don't be sad. Like I was happy because apart from the guys that came from Lagos, there were other guys that came from Benin too, but they didn't finish from Uniben. So they just wanted to say, okay, well, now we go to school, make we see what I go do for our school. You understand?
As a follow-up question, this time around,
Yeah.
you went to auditorium just as a fresh graduate of the university. You didn't have your home-based support this time around, and you did well. Do you think that actually boosted your confidence to go into the industry more and do your thing? Now there was no home support again. It dawned on you that I don't have my 3 boys who will always cheer me up, irrespective of the content. This time around, you went there without this home support and you did your thing. You got the applause that you deserve. Do you think that particular event at the auditorium actually turned or boosted your confidence to go into the a larger space, a larger entertainment space to do your thing?
Okay, at that time, I was already into it. Okay, but there's something Bobby said, and I agree 100%. As a stand-up comedian, you are only as good as your last performance. Now, till date, if I go to any show and I do well, it boosts my morale. You understand? Then I'm talking about now. Then not to imagine as at that time when I had just left school.
Yeah.
Although I was already doing gigs outside. Yeah, I was already doing the national laughs and the rest. But there's something when you come back to your home constituency and you deliver your poly unit, as they put it. It's sweet. Oh, Jesus. My brother. Because that show had some staff. There's some lecturers there. And some of my lecturers, they were even surprised to see me on stage then. So it boosted my wow for you. They know. Like because me, I'm the kind of person that if I'm not performing sometimes, I can be in a place and be quiet. You don't even know I'm there. You don't even know I'm a comedian. So some of my lecturers, you can imagine the shock on their faces when they said when the MC introduced for Kelbenky, and I come out and they be like, who be this one? What is this one? This one know the talk. Trying to be all. Then you now deliver and that day I got a standing ovation. Like the performance was so good, I got a standing ovation after my performance that day. So you can imagine the level of morale.
That's very rare from
Uniben students.
You get a standing ovation from
You get the point now. I can count the number of persons that got such an ovation in that show that day, but I don't want to mention names for you because the other persons they let me look like I'm bringing down others. But so you went to Uniben, so you know.
Yes, talking about standing ovation from Uniben students, there's this popular saying that if as an entertainer, let me streamline to comedy, if you're a comedian and you do well in Uniben, it is almost certain you will do well outside Uniben. Do you think that is correct or that?
Well, it's correct to an extent.
Okay.
in the sense that the major saying is that as a comedian, if you can do well in Benin City, you can do well anywhere. But you see, Uniben is another Benin inside Benin. So if you can do well in Uniben and do that, you can almost do well anywhere. That is just the truth. Even the greats have said it. The basketmans of this world have said it. The I Go Dies of this world have said it. You understand? So if you are a comedian and you are in Uniben and you cannot make Uniben audience laugh, it might not necessarily mean that you are not good,
Yeah.
because Uniben is like a very stiff audience. They are very quick to judge when it comes to comedy. They know their patience is very short for comedy, especially when you are not a big name. You should understand what I'm trying to say. So of course,
Yeah.
Uniben is a very good breeding ground for
Okay.
comedians. So if you can to train yourself.
Yes. You've talked about getting the people you call your G's, your OGs. You got them
Yeah,
from when you talk
yeah.
about friends. You got, are there other attributes? Are there attributes you think the greatest attributes you took from Uniben? Outside having friends, the network, outside having your certification, which attribute did you take from Uniben that is still very handy for you today, that you still make good use of? I said, oh, this skill, this for example, this confidence I have, it was Uniben, or this attribute I have, it was Uniben that actually built this thing in me or improved this thing in me.
Okay, so um, talking about attributes, see, when it comes to, I will always say things that relates to my craft.
Yeah.
Okay, now Uniben helped me a lot when it comes to uh, crowd confidence and addressing people. Okay, starting from even comedy aside, there were times I had to address the class. Okay, the times I had to address my class on certain things when we're talking about something. You understand? That helped me a lot. Then there were times I also did a little bit of politics, because I was in the parliament for
Okay.
like 2 years. You
Ah,
get, and it helped to strengthen me a lot. And I'm any day, anytime. In fact, till date, I am proud of what I was able to do and what I stood for as a parliamentarian. You understand? So at Uniben helped me a lot in that. It helped streamline me, and I was able to make some sort of impact in my association as a parliamentarian. So
okay.
that's it basically.
Okay. We'll get to politics because you mentioned politics. But before then, with benefit of hindsight, if you look back today and look at your time in Uniben, time you spent as a student of Uniben, do you think there's something you left out? If there's anything like giving the opportunity to go back today and say, okay, this is what I want to correct, or this area is what I want to give more attention to. Do you think there was something you didn't really partake in Uniben that would have loved to?
Well, there's nothing. There's not. I did all that I want. All I wanted to do. I did it. Is it football? I played football. All the competitions they are held. I I partook in all of them. You understand? I played it. The jeans cup. I played it. The entertainment. I did it. Is it make friends? I did it. Is it a little bit of politics? I did it. Is
Okay.
it the party aspect? At some point, I did it because I was not really a party freak. But I think when it got to a point, I enjoy Uniben. In fact, no, no, no.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
just stand up
That's
for
good to
everything.
hear that you exhausted all.
Ah,
Okay,
no, 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 no carryover, no carryover. No, 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 no.
let's talk.
Ah,
Let's talk. You did something that is not that is quite unusual in your profession. When it comes to
okay,
politics, most entertainers do not usually show their support for any particular candidates. But
okay.
last year, you did it. You supported Peter Obi presidency. I want to ask, why did you? Because for me, you have fans, you have people that follow your craft from all political parties or from different political platforms, different political ideology, but you did not. Obviously, you must have put that into consideration, but you still went ahead to do your thing that you wanted Peter Obi. You did not just show it once; you did several. You made skits, you made videos, you made support materials for that, for people to vote for Peter Obi. Why did you do that? One, and secondly, look at the nation today. It is not something that we all are pleased with at this point. But do you think Peter Obi would have done better than what we're experiencing now?
All right, okay. Let me start from your first question. You see, I'm the kind of person I believe that if you do not stand for something, you fall for anything. Okay. Yes, you are right when you say a lot of my colleagues they were somewhere scared to take a stand. And even some of those that took a stand, they were scared to take a stand openly.
Yeah.
Now, it, from okay, I started talking about it Obi and campaigning or supporting him in 2022. As a matter of fact, I think I was like the first entertainer that started creating content to support Peter Obi, as far as I can remember, because as the time I started, I didn't see any other person doing it. Now, uh, this country has passed through a lot, my brother. The country has, in fact, the way if this country were to be a human being, the country should go for checkup. The country supposed to go on vacation, just rest. The country went through a lot under the Buhari administration, honestly speaking, and I just felt, man, this time around, we can't keep quiet. We've always kept quiet and we act like it's none of our business. You get people, and a lot of entertainers have this "I don't care" attitude, or they are scared that to say because I have a client here, I have a client here. Come on. Sometimes we should be able to put the interest of everybody above our personal interest. You understand? Now, first of all, uh, coming to why I decided to support Peter Obi. I am a very, very politically inclined person. Like I've had interest in politics for a long time, even right from secondary school. Not to actively participate, but I have interest in knowing what's going on in the political realm. You understand? I've always had interest in it. There are times that people used to tell me I act like an old man because once it's time for news, I'll leave whatever I'm doing. I'm going to watch that news. In fact, that time it was ITV news 7:30. Once it's 7:30, no worries. At the anything I'm doing, I leave and I go watch that news. You understand? So I've always had interest in politics. So it's not like something I stumbled upon. No, I didn't stumble with it. Then why I decided to give Peter Obi my support when it got to 2022 and a lot of persons indicated interest to run for that office. I did my little research. Okay, I did my little research, and after doing the research, could only I discovered that the only person I can give my support to was Peter Obi because of his track record. Okay, because of his track record and his personality.
Yeah.
Not because I was asked to do so. No, nobody contacted me. Nobody reached out to me. Blah blah blah. I decided after doing my own personal research, basically because of his track records and his personality, and I also listened to him a whole lot, the same way I listened to all the others. You understand? So after listening to everyone, it only made sense to me to give my support to Peter Obi because I didn't see myself giving it to anyone else. That's just the truth. That's just the truth.
Okay.
So what's the second question? I can't. Yeah.
Yes, I think we talked about. Yeah, I asked why you supported him, and today, looking at the country today, do you think Peter
Oh,
Obi would
okay,
have
okay.
done better than what we are currently experiencing from the Tinubu-led administration?
Yes, yes. I think he would have done better. I think
In what
100% he would
area?
have.
Because also Peter Obi
In,
campaigned that he was going to take off subsidy. He made
yeah,
that declaration too.
yeah.
So do you think he would have done
Okay.
it differently and in a better?
Yeah, I know. You know what you just said is what a lot of persons say, and it's very simple. It's very simple. Both Peter Obi, the current president, Atiku, during their campaign, all said they were going to take out this for the fuel subsidy, but it's the manner in which they would have done it. Now, before you take out fuel subsidy like that, I think there are measures that should be put in place before you just take it out. Okay. Now you came in saying, or rather, they all said subsidy is a scam. People are they are eating the money, blah blah blah. Listen, no problem. When you collected the money from those people, where did you put the money? Where did you put the money? Now, secondly, before you take out that subsidy, what if you had made sure at least two of the refineries we have in this country were functioning before removing the fuel subsidy, so that by the time you remove it, we will not have to spend so much to export the fuel, then buy it back from outside. We will now be refining it here, and when you refine it here and you sell it here, fuel will not be that expensive because you are not paying money, you are not buying it back from outside, you're not importing it back.
Yeah.
So I think a Peter Obi would have made sure the refineries, or if not all, one or two were working, that will not have to rely on imports. Do you understand? So then on another angle, Peter Obi is, shall I say, he has human sympathy. Let me put it in layman. He has human sympathy. He's not the kind of person that will see people suffering and say, "Oh, what are you suffering? Wait until what I want before you start to enjoy." Like this one has been telling us patience, patience, and we know the same patience gospel is what they preached to us the last time. That and we were patient. We don't know when we got to 8 years. So I don't think a Peter Obi would have sat back and relaxed, seeing people suffer the way they are suffering right now and not do anything about it. You increase everything. The electricity tariffs off has gone up. Every other thing, food. You understand? And the genesis of the whole hardship right now is from that fuel subsidy removal. That's where everything started from in this country. So I think Peter Obi would have handled it differently.
Okay. Lastly, you have close to 1 million followers on social media across Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and
TikTok. Yeah.
This is a large following. Do you feel any bit of pressure from this? This is a fan base you already have. They are banked already. Yeah. Do you feel any bit of pressure when you are creating content that you need to deliver at all times quality content? Is there any pressure you feel when you are doing this as an artist and an artist with such following?
Okay, being a content creator is it comes with a whole lot of pressure, especially when you gather the fan base. Well, of course, I'm still gathering. I'm not there yet, but some people just assume, oh, once you have them, oh, that's it. You can relax. Anything you do, they will accept it. No, that's not true. That's not true. The Nigerian audience, even though my fan base is not only from they're not only Nigerians right now because of social media, we have fans all over the world. You have to now give yourself that you have to talk to yourself and make sure it's something that you have to do to make sure those your fans, they get what they came for. You understand? It's something that you have to do. And even at that, there are some times that you might still miss it. Okay. because you are human. You can't be right all the time. You can't get it right all the time. And we create different contents for different reasons.
Okay.
Okay. There are different types of content you create for different reasons. So sometimes if you create a content for a particular reason, people who understand, they'll accept it. Those who do not, they might not accept it as at that time. You get. So it's just
Yeah.
it's
So,
you just have to be. It's quite dynamic, and you have to be able to go with the flow and know what they want and give it to them.
okay.
You understand? So that's it. And it's a lot easier when you are doing what you love.
Okay.
Yes.
I know I said lastly, but I'll see. Yes, there's still another last one. This is going to be the final. This is final.
No problem. No problem.
Is there any? Do you think of practicing accounting anytime in the future? Is there any hope that will get you in the accounting sector? Is there? Is
Well,
that going to be possible? Do you think that will be possible anytime soon?
in life, you never say never. But all I can say is, right, in the foreseeable future, no.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not the office kind of guy. So I don't see myself non suit and tie, one stay in one office and no work. I don't, but for now, I'm not saying never,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
from where I am right now, in the foreseeable future,
yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, thank you very much. It has been an conversation with you.
Yeah,
We really
yeah. Thank you for
appreciate
having
you
me.
creating time to be part of us today.
Problem.
Thank you very
No
much.
problem. Anytime. You're my G now.
Thank you, man. I will be
All right.
speaking with Kelbenky, comedian and content creator. Kelbenky holds a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting from the Faculty of Management Sciences, University of Benin. Continue to subscribe to our channel. We'll bring you more exciting interviews every Wednesday. Thank you. Bye for now.